friends, I'm Amy Ackerson. I've been a coach since February, and I started with the 21-day fix. I absolutely love the 21-day fix. It totally changed my life. However, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been married to my husband, Tim, for 20 years. This past August, we have 3 very athletic, active teenage kids. We have a son and 2 daughters that keep us crazy busy. However, let me just tell you that we're going to talk today about how to get your new coaches started. I do have a checklist of what I do. Every time I sign up a coach, I send them the welcome letter. So you kind of want to get a welcome letter together. And basic information, about your team, about the National Wake Up Call information, our team call, which is very important. I just feel like every time that I listen to the National Wake Up Call and the team call, it just pumps me up and it gets me ready for my week. So make sure that information is in there as well. Basic information, just so they can, maneuver around the coaching world, as I say. Also, you want to email them the legacy manual. I tell them, print out the 29 pages and read through them, because you know what? When I started, I did not do that. I just kept on asking Lauren, hey, what's this? What's that? You know what she told me? She's like, go look it up yourself. You need to do that. So I encourage to tell them, go look it up themselves, because you do learn a lot when you do read. So make sure that they take a highlighter and just sit down and print out those 29 pages and tell them, get a binder and hole punch, put it in there, because you are going to reference that baby a lot. The next thing I send, and I don't send these all at once, I send them one email by an email all by itself and explaining what it is, and then so they can kind of go back and reference, so it's not like a bunch of stuff all together at once. The next thing is about me. I love this doc. It kind of gives you an idea if your coaches are serious about working the business or if they're just going to be a discount coach. And also, if you don't really know them per se, it's nice to grab some information off the About Me doc, and that's how you introduce them into Thrive. And that would be my next thing that I do. I introduce them into Thrive. It gets them, excited, and it shows them that, people liking my stuff. It pumps them up. It gets them excited. So I also want to encourage all of you coaches, when you see somebody being welcomed into Thrive, like it, comment. It just makes them feel welcomed. And you know what? Honestly, when I first started as a coach, I was a nervous wreck. I'll tell you one thing. I am a person of habit, and when I try new things, it freaks me out. That's my issue. I do not like trying new things because it takes... anyways, it's just my issue that I have that I just struggle with. So with that, Lauren tried to get me to be a coach for 2 years. So that kind of shows you what kind of person I am. I'm a creature of habit, like I said, but make sure that you like and comment on the welcomes, because it is nice to feel welcomed, and it does kind of give them like a breath of fresh air when somebody does like their stuff, because they are, we are putting them out there. So, and another thing I do is I send my coaches to www.teamthrivetraining.com. Very important that you send them to this. It's extremely helpful and a lot of information, and it's by them, they can do it at their own pace. They do it by themselves, and it's just a great way to get them started, get their feet wet, and not feel overwhelmed, because they do it by themselves. And then what I do also is I go in and to Facebook, and I make a separate private page for my coaches that are doing the Thrive training, and I can see where they're at. So what they do is they just say, day 1 completed, day 2 completed. So I can kind of follow their process and make sure that they are staying on track. And then at the end, when they're all done, I announce that in Thrive, saying, guess what? This so-and-so just completed the Team Thrive training. And it also kind of makes somebody else aware, like, oh, they finished, so maybe I need to do it too. It's just a wealth of information. It's very good information. After you add them to after you welcome them to Team Thrive, go into the file and the Team Thrive file and make sure that you go to new coaches and you want to announce them so that you don't forget to announce them for team call on Tuesdays. Because that's another thing that's exciting, to hear their name being called on the Team Thrive and being welcomed. Also, what I do is I suggest a self-development book. There are some in the Legacy manual that are listed there, but I like to always have them read Failing Forward first, because it's so good. Because at first you're failing all over the place and it's kind of overwhelming. So I do like to start them with that self-development book. So or whichever one you suggest to them is great, but I do like Failing Forward. Plug them into a challenge group so they can see firsthand how a challenge group goes. A lot of my coaches that are in my challenge groups, you can kind of spot them right off when they're going to their own page and saying, hey, I just did this or that, on their own Facebook page wall. So I kind of see I'm like getting all mumble jumble, like, anyways. So you can kind of tell them how to get through the challenge group. Let's just say they're going to be the ones that are going to want to do a challenge group because they're already basically doing it. Sorry, I'm a little nervous here. And then also I have them walk around and go check out the Team Thrive files, just so they are aware of all the things, because questions do come up, like if they have a lady that's pregnant or nursing, can they drink Shakeology? Well, guess what? You go down the list and there it is. Voila! You can see it. Also, I suggest them get business cards. Business cards are so helpful when they're out and about. So I suggest getting their business cards ASAP so when they are out and about, they can give their card out and have, helpfulness on that. The business activity tracker. I like for them to do this so they can keep their, it's a daily checkoff list that you can kind of see. This is an old one. However, it's proof of the product work. So it's your goals you're checking off. So you're doing it, or so they're doing it. Personal development, check it off. Stay connected. Social media, how many times you posted in a day. New contacts, how many times you invited to your challenge group, etc., etc. Also, what I suggest is the power of threes. I have been doing the power of threes for the last 4 weeks now, and I'm going to tell you my volume and my points have skyrocketed just by doing that. I'm a very scatterbrained person. I could talk to somebody for 5 minutes and then 5 minutes later be like, oh my gosh, who did I just talk to? Write it down, and I print it out and I fill it out and I take it with me everywhere I go, just so when I'm out and about, oh, I talked to this person, so I wrote their name down. Perfect example this weekend, I was at my daughter's softball practice and I met a new mom. And I, added her to Facebook, and then I wrote her name right down so I wouldn't forget who I talked to. It's great for follow-up information. So I'm so grateful for my power of threes. Another thing is I just want to say, just have a checklist of the different things that you do when you send out your stuff for your coaches. It's very helpful. Sometimes if I don't use my checklist, I will forget to send the about me, doc, and then I'll email them like, hey, how's did you do that about me, doc? Oh no, I never got it. Well, it was my fault because I didn't send it to her. So make sure that you guys have a checklist of everything that you do. And again, never give up on anybody. I'm telling you, I am a work in progress. And like I said, it took Lauren 2 years to finally get me to be a coach and get started with a program in Beachbody. So with that being said, stay positive, stay connected, and keep your media, your media sites positive, and keep on thriving, thrivers. And keep it up, Diamond Coaches. You're almost there. I can feel it. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.